everybody. Welcome back to the Creative Business Mindset Podcast. I am your host, Jane Bellante, and today we're talking about something that I love diving into because once you get this, everything in your business changes. So we're talking about magnetic messaging, what it really is, and how it's directly connected to your identity and your customer's identity. So this is not about clever captions or pretty branding. It's about creating a message that moves people because it is coming from the most aligned, unshakable version of you. So if you've ever said, I don't know what to say in my content, or my messaging feels all over the place, or I am posting all the time, but no one is buying, this episode is your reset button. So let's get into it. Welcome to the Creative Business Mindset Podcast, the show where creativity meets strategy and mindset meets success. I'm Jane Bellante, artist, coach, and creative entrepreneur, here to help you break free from self-doubt, clear limiting beliefs, and build a business that aligns with who you truly are. Each week, we dive into the mindset shifts, visibility strategies, and creative breakthroughs that help you turn your passion into a thriving business without burnout, overthinking, or perfectionism holding you back. If you're ready to step into your power, create with confidence, and grow a business you love, you're in the right place. Let's dive in. Okay, let's start here. So magnetic messaging is when your words and your energy are so aligned with your truth that the right people feel it instantly. So it isn't about being louder. It's not about being polished or perfect. And it's not about trendy templates. It's about resonance, identity, and trust. Because the truth is your messaging is only magnetic when it reflects who you truly are and who you truly are as a business. And this is the key that most people miss. It also needs to reflect who your ideal customer believes they are or who they actually want to become. So if your messaging feels flat or scattered, it's usually for one of two reasons. And the first one is you might be trying to sound like someone else. Maybe you're watering yourself down, or maybe you're in performance mode, trying to do it right, or trying to say the right thing, or saying the thing that sells, or that you think that sells, or you've seen somebody else do. So now you're trying it. But in doing so, you actually disconnect from your authentic self. And when you're disconnected, your audience can feel that. And so they scroll on by or they don't read your email. They don't want to take your class, your course. They don't want your one-on-one coaching offers because they don't understand. And the second reason your messaging might feel flat or scattered is that you're unclear on who you're talking to. And not just demographically, but energetically. And I'm talking about your perfect person, your perfect customer. What do they believe about themselves? What do they believe about the world? What are they afraid of? What are they frustrated with? What do they secretly want? And who do they want to become? And this is why that messaging without clarity for you and for them just doesn't land. And it doesn't feel connected. And you feel scattered and unclear. Because if you are not grounded in your truth, you're just throwing words at the wall like spaghetti, hoping that it sticks. And this is the big understanding right here is that your identity needs to be the root of your messaging. It's an expression of your inner world that your customer immediately says, oh my gosh, I love her. Oh my gosh, I need that, whatever it is. And if you don't trust yourself, if you still believe your work isn't valuable enough, like no matter what that is, if you create art, if you're a coach, if you're a course creator, it doesn't matter. If you're trying to market before you've claimed who you truly are as a business owner, then your content and your captions and your copy, it will reflect that confusion. And that just, has your customer scrolling on by. You've heard me say this before, but your customers don't care what you have for sale. They don't care. And so if you're putting out confused messaging, they're going to scroll right on by. But when you do the deep work to align your identity, when your own voice and your story and your purpose reflects you, that's when your messaging stops being content and it starts being a calling. It's born from identity. It's not born from algorithms. And when that happens, people actually feel it. That's when they stop the scroll. That's when they say, oh my God, I feel like you're talking to me. Or, oh my gosh, I absolutely love this so much. I need to have it right now. This is exactly what I needed. And you actually didn't have to shout and force and push your way in. You just had to be you. And you just had to show up as you. And this is where it gets super juicy, because once your identity is fully aligned, you naturally start to speak to the identity of your dream customer, because these two things are connected. Your ideal client is often you. They're just a few steps behind you. Or there's someone who is struggling with a version of what you've overcome, or they're craving the transformation you now embody. Or, if it's art, they're craving your authenticity and they know how it will transform their space. When they walk into their house and see it every single day, they are still in love. It makes them feel something. So when you speak from the identity of the version of you who's already done the work, you reflect back what's possible for them. And this is what I call mirror messaging. It's not really about pain points and pressure. It's about recognition. You're holding up a mirror and saying, I see you. I have been there. And here's what I know now. And that's magnetic. And that's literally the reason I do this podcast. Literally the reason. Because I have been there, done that. And I know the transformation on the other side. So how do we create this magnetic messaging that resonates? I want to give you something that you can start using today. So I'm going to give you 3 questions to help you clarify your messaging from this identity aligned place. And the first one is the most important. Who am I being in my business right now? So it's not like, what am I doing in my business? It is, who am I being? And that's a capital B-E. Who am I being in my business right now? Am I speaking from or acting out of fear or perfectionism or overthinking or comparing myself all the time? Or am I speaking from truth and clarity and alignment? So really take some time to reflect on that. Who are you being? The second question is, what does my dream customer believe about themselves right now? What are they struggling with, and what do they wish someone would just say out loud? And then third, who does my dream customer want to become? And how does my offer, my art, my upcycling, my jewelry, my, coaching calls, whatever, how does my offer help them step into that version of themselves? Because when your messaging bridges the gap between who you truly are and who they want to be, they do not need convincing anymore. They already feel connected and they already feel like they need what you have. So we want to let our words be a transmission without fear. We're just showing up as us. You don't need to market any harder. You don't need any more templates. You don't need to sound like anyone else. You need to sound more like you. That's how people connect with you. They're tired of all the noise. They want someone to connect with. And when you're showing up as your true self, you're opening up possibilities. Magnetic messaging is not about getting more attention. It is about creating alignment between your heart, your truth, your purpose, and the people who are meant to receive it. And when you build your business on that foundation, the right people don't just find you, they feel you, they trust you, and they are ready. They're ready. And I've seen it happen time and time again, not only with my own messaging and offers, but with the clients that I coach. And if your messaging has felt off, I want you to take this as an invitation for you to really start aligning with your identity. Because when you have a clear identity, you have a clear customer, you have a clear solution to how you help them, and then you can become visible doing that. And these are my 4 pillars. And my signature course, Ignite, is open right now. It is a 6-month course where we deep dive into each one of these pillars, building each individual's business from what and who they are, their true identity, what they actually love, what they actually feel amazing doing, and really and truly discarding those limiting beliefs that don't let us show up as who we are, the unworthiness, I talked about perfectionism, overthinking, comparing, all of that stuff. We throw that to the side and we build each person's business for them. So we build your perfect business for you, the business that you've always dreamed about. If this sounds like a no-brainer for you, sign up for Ignite. The doors are open until Easter Sunday. And if you're listening to this any other time, I'm talking 2025. Let's get in. Let's build the business. Let's create this magnetic messaging for you, for your offer, for the thing that you do, so that your perfect customer can be magnetized to you. You're creating that connection, and then that's how they spend money with you. It is magical. So you'll align your identity, you'll speak your truth, and you'll reflect what's real for your people, for your business. Your business doesn't have to look like anybody else's. That's the beauty of what Ignite does for you. That's magnetic. And that's how you build a creative business that feels like you. And as I end every single time, I want you to remember that you are 100% possible 100% of the time. You just have to step into that. So if this podcast episode resonated with you, please do leave a review on Apple or Spotify, comment in the comments on YouTube, and I will see you Monday for another episode of the Creative Business Mindset Podcast. And every single Monday is Motivation Monday. You can actually be live with me in my free Facebook group called the Limitless Creators Hub. If you want to be live and just experience it in real time, it is a beautiful way to start your week. Thanks, everyone, and I'll see you next time.